All right, welcome back. We're here with Lori Ives Godwin, who is actually a personal friend of ours. So thanks for coming on the show.
Looking forward to it.
Now, Lori is the owner of Your Community Connector. Can you tell us about what is Your Community Connector and how did you get the idea for it? How did it get started?
Sure, I'd love to. I love to go to events and workshops and do things in the community. And one of the things I noticed when I had moved up to this area was that it was hard to find the information. I would go to many different websites. I'd talk to all of my friends. I'd get on the phone. And what I decided at one point was this was a little difficult. And I wanted to see if there was a way to make it easier. And I have a technical background, and so I decided, well, let me see if I could start my own website and disseminate the information to the general population. I've had a great time doing it. I get to meet fabulous people, great businesses, and so the idea has grown and grown, and now I have facility pages and speaker pages and all sorts of information for the community about what there is to do here, specifically in the mind, body, spirit space.
Right, okay.
So you're specifically focused on holistic and alternative. Can you give us a sense for what kinds of businesses that you're working with and what kinds of speakers you engage?
It really runs the range. It could be everything from a yoga studio to an acupuncturist clinic. It can be a business that deals predominantly with Reiki or energy healing. It really runs the full gamut. It's MDs that believe in more alternative and holistic ways of approaching mind, body, spirit. So anything that falls under that umbrella falls on the website.
So now it's free to go on the website, and you have it's a calendar giving a good description about each offering, and I think I've seen stuff on there from belly dancing to meditation, and a real good, summary. And it's not just this area either. You also cover Charlotte, and
That's
is that correct? Okay.
We call it the Greater Charlotte area because Charlotte is so large, and it is segmented by location. So those that don't want to have to ferret through all of the things in Ballantyne and South Park can limit themselves to North Charlotte.
Now, the trend is clearly going towards the holistic and alternative medicine, and the focus on mind, body, spirit has been increasing more into kind of the general populace over the last couple of years. How big is it at this point in the Charlotte area? Is it still kind of at the margin, or is it?
It is definitely a niche audience. Let's go there. However, we also cover green efforts and movements and eco movements, and that audience is really quite large.
And growing, too.
The Charlotte area has been somewhat fragmented in people that follow mind, body, spirit. And one of the more interesting aspects of this is that the Lake Norman area has one of the largest populations in the Charlotte area.
I think you would tell me Charlotte would.
No.
So more here.
Yes, Matthews and the peripheral parts of the towns. I don't know if it's the search for more green space that is doing it. The lake is definitely a draw in both directions, but we have a very, very strong population up here that really supports quite a few businesses.
Now, I know you said August tends to be a slower month for events and with anything in the community, but what typically are some of the main events or big events that you have listed each month, or some of the businesses you work with?
Well, Community Yoga has a variety of types of yoga events, and they are in Cornelius. And this month they have everything from Nia classes to 5 or 6 different types of yoga classes. They have children's belly dancing classes that are pretty much ongoing throughout the summer. You have Alara International Spa up in Mooresville, who has just a huge range. It's probably one of the bigger facilities in terms of how much programming they do. They have Course in Miracles study groups. They have Huna, which is a Hawaiian type of spiritual practice that meets regularly up there. They have belly dancing classes specially scheduled this month. They have quite a few energy classes scheduled on teaching people how to do Reiki and energy types of energy healing. You have Lake Norman Yoga with Kelly Gardner, who specializes in Anusara yoga as well as meditation. And you also have a new facility called The Nook, which is in Cornelius as well. And The Nook is this wonderful room with couches and chairs where you can have as a gathering spot where people get together. And they happen to have some really interesting things scheduled this month. They have color therapy with Sarah Nielsen. She talks to you about what colors are attractive to you and why. They have a book signing coming up. One of the owners, Marcia Cook, just wrote a book called Quack, Questions, Answers, and Choices, which is a wonderful book about exploring yourself. And they do HOTS, which is Healing in the Summertime, with Elizabeth Rivas and Jamie Frank.
Okay, yeah.
So there's quite a few events going on around town. If you would have had me on a segment in any other month other than August, I could have just gone on and on and on.
Well, most of the businesses you just mentioned are actually on our website as well, too. So you can go to lakenormansavings.com, and we also have a link for you as
See
well.
what discounts they're offering.
Yeah, 'cause a lot
So
of
go
them
to
are
your
offering.
community connector. You can find out about the whole community and all the various events that are going on. And then a lot of those businesses have some great discounts as well on lkansavings.com.
Well, I'd love to also mention that the website address.
Yes, yeah,
please
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I'm getting there, but www.yourcommunityconnector.com.
And we also have a link to Lori's website on our website under our local links, so that because
Yeah,
it's
either
a
way.
great community resource.
Check it out. Well, thanks, Lori, for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, we'll be right back.